What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video where today I'm going to go over the best PC graphics settings for the new season 5. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you do find this video helpful, make sure to comment down below in the comment section your feedback, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel as we're on the road to the 2,000 subscribers. Thank you everybody so much for the support recently, as I will be putting out more content like this. So if you want more content like this, make sure to leave a comment down below. With that being said, let's hop right into the video. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, to start this off, we're gonna first go to our file settings, which we will fix. And I'm basically just gonna go over the file settings that I already currently have that I use and are the best for the new season 5. What you're gonna want to do is go down here to your file explorer, open that up, and go to documents. Once you're in documents, go to Call of Duty, and then go to players. Scroll down until you see options 4. Once you're here, something like this will open up. Right now, we're first I'm gonna explain to you what the first one that is very, very important, right? And it's basically, it changes every season, right? Every season is changing, and you want to make sure you have the right one, right? My current graphics card has 0.8, right? It literally depends on how much VRAM your graphics card has. You got 4, 2, 8, 12, 16, and maybe 24 if you have a high-end graphics card, right? The highest you can go here is basically 90, but it is preferable to be set to 0.8, which is just 80. So I really just recommend to just copy these settings, just put it at 0.80 and copy the exact amount of zeros that I have here. Right now, for the people that asked on the last video that I made on the graphic settings, how many numbers, right? Which one should I put? Should I put 16? Should I put 24? Should I put 20? What number do I use, right? I'm gonna suggest you guys do from 1 to 16, right? But you can actually do this by searching up how many cores your processor has. If you don't know how to do that, or you don't know how many cores your processor has, all you have to do is right click down here, go to the task manager, go to performance tab, go to your CPU, and boom. Mine has 8 cores and it has 16 logical, but the ones that it has 8 cores. So that's how many cores it has, right? So myself, I'm gonna put 8 cores right here. Now, if you have more than 8 cores right here, if yours says 24 cores, but then 24 cores, 32 threads, you're still gonna put here 16 because that is the highest Warzone is allowing you to put. So however many cores you have, you put here. If you have more than 16, just put 16 and you will be fine, right? Okay, now let's go on to the next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now let's make sure you guys are literally every week, one time does not hurt for you to just, when you're on your computer, you're not doing anything, Windows R, right here. So I zoomed it in, and you're gonna just make sure you type %temp%. Open that up, right? It's gonna be a lot of temporary files just sitting here doing nothing, right? You're gonna want to go on your keyboard and go and press Control A, right? And then just delete on your keyboard if you have it. If you don't have that delete button, you can just right click and delete right here. But yeah, that's what you do, and you want to make sure this box is always checked. You press skip, all set, done. The files that are left there, that means your computer is currently using them, so don't worry, right? Now, once again, you just type temp this time. Instead of %temp%, just type temp. Open that up, do the same thing, Control A, delete. Check this box all the time, skip, should be all set, done. This will stay here, means your computer is using it. One last time, right? Oh, sorry. One last time, it's gonna be prefetch. Open that up, you're gonna press continue. Here we have 368 files that are currently useless. Skip, all set. Now remember, recycling bin, open it up, because there you have, you just deleted everything. It's gonna go all to the recycling bin. Open the recycling bin and delete everything that's in there. Once it's done deleting, take some time. Just, keep deleting everything. It should be all set. Now, what we're gonna do is open up CMD. Okay, just type it here, CMD, basically means command prompt. run it as administrator every time you open this up. Move this to the middle, right? And now what I'm going to put right here is a command that I suggest you guys doing all the time, just to make sure your computer is up to date and there's no, hardware or anything that's currently giving you problems, like any crashes or anything like that. Just to make sure your computer is running at its best possible performance. You want to do this once a week, maybe once a month, just to make sure everything's fine with your computer. There's no viruses, there's anything, right? So this is just a quick scan, quick check to your computer to see what's going on. This is all basically to just protect your files, any corrupted files or anything like that, just to check it up and make sure everything's good. And if there are any, it'll just fix it for you. So all done. Now let's go on to the next command. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the other command will be this one right here. You're gonna press enter. Once you paste it in, I'm gonna have everything in the link in the description. In the description, it's gonna be all set, the commands, and I'm also gonna be putting in the GPU drivers, so you guys can make sure your current drivers are up to date, whether you're on Nvidia or on AMD Radeon graphics cards. So I'm gonna leave all that in the description. If you want to check it at this moment, you can. I'll have the command prompt commands and the GPU drivers links. So with that being said, you have to just let this hit 100% and you should be all set. This is basically just, restoring and fixing any, local files that are maybe corrupted. Once again, it's also checking the health of your computer and it's cleaning up any files on your computer that may be causing you trouble. It'll also repair any, image corruptions that you might be having with your computer. It's also a good thing to be running. Now, let's wait till that hits 100. Once it hits 100, ladies and gentlemen, just go ahead and close it out. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, now let's go over the best Nvidia settings that you will need for the new season and get the best visibility and have the best colors possible. Let's go ahead and open the Nvidia control panel really quickly. Sorry if it's too bright. I'm sorry. I don't know how to make Nvidia control panel in dark mode. But listen, let's go ahead and go into it. Right. Change resolution. Change resolution. I have this on 1920 by 1080, 240 hertz. Up here, down here, make sure you apply and use Nvidia color settings. Make sure you have the highest 32-bit, 8 full and RGB. Make sure you apply that. Always make sure you have the highest refresh rate. Some people might even have a 60 hertz. Yours might say 60 hertz, but what if yours goes to 144, 120, 165, 240? You never know. Always make sure you have that. Always make sure your refresh rate is the highest possible. Make sure. Now, going to adjust desktop color settings, I really recommend you guys going on here and changing the digital vibrance. I'm telling you, if you go from 0 all the way to like 100, you're gonna see a huge color improvement. You're gonna love the colors that you see. Of course, I can't show it. Well, you know what? I can show you like a demo basically. So, if you guys want to listen here, see how everything just went 0 to 0. It just went everything great. Now, if you put it up in here, because over here I did it through OBS. If you do in here, you're gonna see the same thing, but on your monitor. I was doing this on just so you guys can see what I meant by that, right? So I really want you guys to just do that, and on here, make it go up all the way to 100. If it's too bright, too colored, too vibrant, switch it down to 80, 75. But yeah, that's one thing I want you guys to look at and make sure it's set to the best, digital vibrance that it is. Preference. It's personal preference at the end of the day. So, I want you guys to go ahead and look at that. Very important. Brightness and contrast. Copy these settings. It should be a balance of bright and the contrast. So you should copy those. And gamma, don't need to touch that at all. It should be all set. Make sure your physics is set to Nvidia GeForce RTX NA/ your graphics card, not CPU, and do not have it on auto select. Make sure it's set straight up to your graphics card. And for the last one, manage 3D settings. Make sure you will go ahead and copy these settings, because these are the best settings for the Nvidia control panel. Once again, go ahead and copy those. Best setting, you can stop whenever you need, and adjust image setting with preview. Make sure this is set to performance. If it's in the middle, put it down. If it's on quality, put it all the way down to performance. You can do that by pressing here and adjusting this. It can show you the picture. Just put it all the way down. You'll be all set. Once you do that, apply. Press yes and just leave it at that and just press apply. And you should be all set with the best Nvidia control panel settings. Now let's go ahead and jump into the in-game settings for the new Season 5. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going on to the Warzone Season 5 best in-game settings. Let's get it. So, this is the usual settings, right? If you have 2 monitors, make sure you have borderless. If you have 1, play exclusive. If you have a dual PC, means 1 monitor, but you have 2 monitors, but 1 is set for gaming, the other is for the other PC, play exclusive. Aspect ratio, automatic or 16:9, or however long your monitor is, or however big it is. Could be 27 inches, 32, and so on and so forth. I really recommend just keep it automatic so you can just set it to the best. Okay. Display gamma, if you have monitor, 2.2, or TV, 2.4. Okay. Now, brightness, keep it at 52, 55. Keep it at a range of 52, 55, maybe 53 should be set. But yeah, you do 55. But yeah, 55 should be fine, should be chill. Yeah, going down to contrast gaming, I don't need, you don't have to turn that on. Nvidia reflex low latency, on plus boost, of course. Eco mode preset, custom, I have mine on off. It's all personal, you know, just normal settings. Now going on to the quality tab. This is the tab that you want to make sure it is up to date. It is the best of the best for you to have the best performance possible. Once again, Fidelity FX has the best upscaling / sharpening option. It gives you the best visibility, and you know, you'll be able to see enemies across the whole map. This is the best of the best. If you have a AMD graphics card or anything, you could do that, but you're gonna turn on it's gonna turn on the AMD frame generation. It's gonna give you fake frames, but you know, the Nvidia DLSS, when you have an Nvidia graphics card, it does give you the frames. I just don't like using it because it just makes my game look weird. So I really don't like using it, and my PC is good enough to handle and get around 150 FPS on Restorehealth Island, even to 180. But yeah, my processor is able to get 300 FPS easily. But the thing is, my graphics card does bottleneck my CPU, so that's why. So let's go ahead and keep going. Path tracing and ray reconstruction, make sure this is set to off. RAM skill target 80. If you have a 4070 Ti, 4080 and up, put this on max. Going down to texture resolution, I have this low. Depth of field, turn that off. Detail quality, you can turn it off. Particle occlusion, I have this on high because, you know, I do content, so I have to make sure you guys get the best of the best quality possible, right? Will impact is personal preference, on or off. It does affect, but it is low. It's not as much. Persistent effects, turn these off. Shader quality, low. You don't want to see this while you're running. Sorry, you don't want to see it's just weird. Just turn this low so you don't see, you basically won't see nothing on the ground. No reflections or anything like that can distract you. On-demand texture streaming, make sure this is turned off. This is the worst setting you can have on Warzone. Local texture streaming. This is basically for large maps, so turn this off, right? Most people play Restorehealth Island. It's the best map ever. You know, let's keep it a buck, right? Shadow and lightning. Turn it slow. Screen space shadows, turn that off. Basically, you're gonna see from here, it's gonna look like that. You don't need that. You're set. Ambient occlusion, turn that off. Shows you exactly what it's gonna be here, and when you turn it on, what it's gonna look over there. Screen space reflections. So basically, this is how it looks off and how it will look on. It will reflect the sign. That's all, right? Static reflection quality, turn that off. Environment, every single thing in here has to be off or you will lose FPS. I mean, you will lose FPS. You'll go from 120, which is basically, I have it capped right now 120, but it will go from 120 to 50. So turn everything on environment off and you should be all set. Now, Going down to audio, this is personal preference. I don't know if you guys want to copy them. Personal preference, I use soundbar due to my headphones. I think it's pretty good. Now interface, this is something that a lot of people really do need. Color customizations, right? You can customize anything however you like, however you need. This is my personal preference. And you can also customize your squad members. You can make them any color you like, right? Now going down to color filters, which is very important. Want to make sure it's on filter 2, set to both, and both of these are 100%. That's a huge one you want to have, so your colors can look amazing and great. HUD bounds. I recently changed instead of having everything out, turning it, in, so you can see your map quicker and easier, and it doesn't hurt your eyes as much when you look at the maps when you kill somebody and you see the enemy squad ping. Very easier to just see it. Okay. Now going on to mini map shape, make sure it's on square, best of the best. Mini rotation, make sure it's on. Horizontal compass on, so you can give good comps and stuff like that. Crosser, right? You first want to turn it off. It'll turn this off, the little T, not the dot, just the T, right? And in here, you're gonna want to just turn this off and then turn it on. So it can only be the dot. It'll be only this. Instead of both of these, it'll only be the dot, which is good to have, trust me. And you can adjust the size as well. 1, 2, and 3 sizes. Alrighty. After this is all personal preference. Telemetry, if you want to see FPS, you can turn everything on. If you want to see all of this, or if you just want to see whichever one you want. 3 of these, you can see your latency and pack loss. Sounds good. If you want to see your temperature of your graphics card, that's also good. Or if you're, you're not paying at the time, you want to look at the time, boom. You can have the time set up to just look at it, and you should be set and fine. After this, ladies and gentlemen, it is all set to go. You should have the the best settings possible. So also, skip introduction movie, turn it on. You want to skip introduction. You don't want to go through that every time you turn on the game. It's just, personal preference. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, if you made it this far, thank you so much. I really do appreciate this. Make sure to comment down below any feedback. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down below in the comment. If you found this video helpful, make sure to share with a friend. As always, like this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys do enjoy and have a great rest of your day. Go enjoy the new season with the best settings and best visibility and great colors. With that being said, subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.